The red and blue parties is something that we have a tough time understanding. But one of my favorite things to talk about actually on the air, because I'm not bought, nobody owns me. And I've done a lot of research, over 38,000 hours. And let me just tell you this, for 125 years, the presidency has been controlled. It doesn't matter what tribe is in, red or blue. The deep state has big ticket item agenda, right? They have these big ticket items. The big ticket items will always move forward. For instance, this is why you never saw Obamacare go away. Okay. Back in 2016, everyone was really anyone that was running for office was going, yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. You didn't hear that the last two cycles of elections because they're not going to get rid of it. Because at the helm of that, turning us into, the socialized healthcare state, that's what it's all about. So, what's crazy about this is that we keep believing that on our right, because I'm on the right, right? That we're going to get rid of our deep state. We're not, because the deep state controls the presidency, it controls the Senate, and it controls Congress, and it controls the justices. Okay. We're not getting rid of it. We've appointed the deep state to run the country, but we just don't say that. So, I knew Trump was going in back in 2021. I knew that they were going to allow him to be put in and put him in because they wanted us to be very complacent in this 4 years for some of the tracks they were laying down for what's coming. Okay. So you might hear things that sound good. You might be excited to hear the things that we're not having to listen to Biden and Kamala. I get it. I get it. The problem is that we don't realize how controlled the position is. So there's going to be a lot of things that are done. We might be given different explanations for them, but the deep state always gets what the deep state wants. And those big ticket items will always move forward. That's why you can never eradicate deep state and government, because the government is deep state. So they're not going to eradicate themselves. And so we have to get to a point where and realize that if I could tell you who the president's going to be in 2021 and pretty much bet my house on it, then you might want to listen to some of the other things we have to say about it, because it's way more controlled than you think it is. And it stemmed from me asking the question, well, why is Trump running if he knows it's fixed? Never made any sense, right? Well, maybe now it makes some sense to you, sadly. But you know what, though? It doesn't mean you're not going to hear things that you don't like. You will. It's just that the big ticket items are going to move forward no matter who's in office. That's how it works.